reply your questions and doubts, right? And there are more some prizes and what I can say, exciting things for you all guys. So just be with us, and at the end or in between, we are going to announce it, right? And so yeah, we can start now. And okay, let me introduce myself first because a lot there are many people like those who are not knowing me. So I am Ayan Gupta, and I am from second year of SSTC. And currently, I am an organizer of Coders Evoke, and you can connect me on LinkedIn and Twitter. I will share. Okay, Nishant and Sejal, now the platform is yours.
Thank you, Ayan. Hi, everyone. So, we will be taking a session on APIs and Keploy. I'll just introduce myself a bit so that you all know me a little bit better. I'm Sejal Jain, and I'm currently studying in my third year. I'm in my third year. I'm studying computer science engineering from IPU in Delhi. And I have explored game development in the past. And currently, I'm upscaling myself in web development. Other than that, I am a Generation Google Scholar, and I am also interning with Keploy as a developer. So yes, these were some things about me in a nutshell. Nishant, would you also like to introduce yourself?
Yep, sure. Thank you very much. So, hi guys, my name is Nishant Mishra, and I'm also interning at Keploy as a developer. Before this, I was a web developer and used to like play with webs and apps. And apart from that, I am a community person. I have my own multiple communities, namely Maxia, Geeks for Geeks. Also, I am a hackathon organizer. I have organized 4+ international hackathons and have participated in hackathons too. And like I guess I've won 6 hackathons so far. Apart from this, all the technical stuff, I'm also a drummer, so I'm a tech guy plus a musician. That was all about me, and let's get started with the presentation.
Okay, great. So now that we had the introductions out of the way, let's get started with the session. And before I start sharing my screen, I would like to share a very exciting news. So in the end, towards the end of the session, we will be hosting a giveaway. So please stay tuned and stay attentive. So I'll just share my screen. Let me know if it's visible. I hope you all can see it. Nishant, can you confirm?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, great. So, hi everyone. We will be doing this API 101 kind of a session, and we will be starting from the basics of API. Hopefully, you'll all understand why APIs are needed and what exactly are APIs. So, let's get started. So, basically, whenever we're interacting with our devices, right, there are two modes. So, either we are doing it through our websites on our laptop devices, right? Either that, or we use our mobiles and use our mobile apps to interact, right? So whatever we see, in while interacting, that comes under the front end part. And there are three parts to this, right? So the first part is the front end part that we all see. So the UI, it's called UI, right? User interface. And then comes the second part, which is the backend part. So in the backend, we have our databases, they keep running on our servers, right? And we fetch our data from there. But then what is it that connects these two parts? It's the third part, which is API. So APIs connect these two, and it acts like a middleware. So it helps us fetch the data to our front end. Let's know what exactly an API is. So API is a application programming interface. That's the full form. And what APIs do is basically they connect two softwares or two applications, right? So once they connect these two applications, they can exchange data between themselves. And in even more simpler terms, we can see that it's like the link between the front end and our database. So let's get to know how exactly these APIs work, okay? This is a very simple daily life example that we all will relate to. So when we go to a restaurant, we as customers order food, right? So we see the menu and then we order that, okay, maybe these three things are looking really good. And we call the waiter. So the waiter writes the food items in his own, maybe the notepad. And then he or she takes it to the kitchen, and says that, okay, can you please prepare these items? So all of this is a request cycle. And then after the food items are prepared, those items are like they come on our table through the waiter, right? So the part of the waiter, what the waiter is doing is basically analogous to what an API does. APIs also act like this middleware, and they help us like in fulfilling requests and through responses. Okay, and I'll just share one more story. So recently it happened with me. I went along with my crush to this cafe, right? So we had our small talk, and then we were like, let's order something. So we ordered momos, and he is non-vegetarian. I am vegetarian. So we ordered one plate each, right? Non-veg momos and veg momos. Once the food came, we started eating, and I realized that it was nothing like the momos I had tasted earlier. So I got very suspicious, and we called the waiter and asked him that what was the scene, and we got to know that it was his mistake, and he gave us both the plates were non-veg momos. So obviously I freaked out, and I just had one bite, so I did get over that episode somehow. But the thing was, we were left wondering that, if there was a manager who was seeing that, okay, these two non-veg plates of momo should go to some other table that ordered it, right? This problem would not have occurred. And similar is the case with APIs. So we make APIs and they serve a certain functionality. For example, in Google Maps, that is also Google's. We have an API, right? We Sorry for the disturbance. So even Google Maps is an API. Like Zomato and Swiggy, we use it all the time. So when we see the person delivering our food where that person is currently, that is through the maps, and Zomato, Swiggy use Google's API, right? So it helps us in fulfilling our requests, whatever we need. And we don't get to see what is happening at the back end. So when we ordered, for example, I ordered momos. So I don't know how those momos were made, right? Or what ingredients were used in the back end. I just ordered my momos, and I after some time I got it on my table. So it also like APIs also add a certain layer of security or like abstraction. So you get whatever you want, you get it, but you don't know how that thing was done for you. Okay, so it helps in adding security as well. Let's move on. So that way we know that API testing is very important, right? Even in the daily life example that I gave, if a manager was there, this the mishap that happened, that wouldn't have happened. So testing is very important. Making sure that the API is working correctly is very important. And for those reasons, we have two tools. Okay, so Hopscotch is one of the tools through which we all can do API testing, and the other tool is Postman. So I am sure a lot of you have heard about Postman, right? And maybe some of you have used it also in your projects. So these two tools are very famous in terms of API testing. And then while we are testing, no, so we need to write test cases, and it's very monotonous, and it's also a very difficult task in the sense that it's very after a point it's very boring because the test cases are long, and even if we add a very small functionality to our API, we will need to write the test cases again and again. So it becomes very boring for us as developers. So what Keploy does is basically it automates this whole process. So it helps us as developers reduce our effort, into writing the test cases again and again. So Keploy automates this whole process, and it reduces our effort. So Keploy is a no-code testing platform, and it generates those test cases on its own from the API call. So we don't have to write the test cases again and again. So that way, Keploy is very helpful. And I would like Nishant to continue and tell you about the Keploy API Fellowship, which will be very helpful for you all to know how we can integrate Keploy into your own projects or the projects you're doing at your internships. You can integrate Keploy with just 3-4 lines of code and understand the backend and what all is happening in the backend. So Nishant, would you like to continue?
Sure, sure. Thank you very much. So, hi guys. I guess Cyril has very well like helped you understand all about API testing, the basics part. Why do we need an API and why an API testing is needed? So I hope that in this 15 minutes you cannot understand all details about an API testing in API. So that's why we have started this program that is Keploy API Fellowship, where we'll help you gain more knowledge about API, API testing, and at last how to use Keploy. So Chisel, let's move forward. Yeah, right. Well, guys, so we have distributed this program in three steps. That is, like, if you know, 3 steps in both basic and that is the first step is learn. Here we'll help you know all the things about API, how to create an API, how to use it, how to do all the requests in API. After that, we'll help you to integrate API in your project, how to put a get request and every type of that. At last, in the third step, we'll help you how to do API testing. Cecil mentioned about hopscotch or postman, how to use such tools, what are those, and basically I will help you to know all the details about API testing and how you can get started with it. Once you have learned all things about API, you'll get perks. It's not like that we just are helping you to learn. We are also giving you out perks. The perks will be a t-shirt. If you can see the logo here, the t-shirt will have the same logo of Keploy. You'll get a certificate. And at last, you'll also get internship opportunities in Keploy. So if you are have a well knowledge in API, then we are surely like good enough to providing you internship. After this, you also get a Keploy client member tag, and then we'll move on the second step. How to join Keploy? We'll send you a link. Yeah. So we have the second step that is teach. So see, we are here helping out how to know about API and Kepler. Similarly, once you are well educated in API and API testing, now your work is to help other people know about API. You have to take sessions in respective colleges on community in like all about API, API testing, and if you want, you can take session on Kepler too. You have to spread awareness about API and Kepler. That is, there will be our only motto: spread API literacy. That's our only motto, help people to know more about API. And doing this, you'll get an exclusive swag kit. That is, I won't be telling you what we have in that swag kit. Just join Keploy API Fellowship program, come to on the second stage, clear it, and you'll get to know kya hai uske andar. And then you'll get to access to Keploy meetups, whether it's online meetup, offline meetup, where we'll do it with the team. We'll get a chance to come up there. And you'll get a tag of Keploy fellow, and you can like show people, yeah, I'm a Keploy fellow now. Moving on the third step, the final step. So the growth step. I'll tell you an example. If you know Aman Dhaturwal, he started with learning physics. Then he started his own channel to help people like teach physics. Then after that, slowly, you know who he is now. He has his own community. Like there are people under him. Like that only. Your first step will be to learn. Second step to teach. And your third step is to create a community of API. That is, you'll help many people, not just a single one, many people inside your community to learn about API, increase API literacy all across your surrounding. And what you'll get in the perks is mentorship and support from Keploy. That is, once you're into internship, you'll get internship opportunities too. You'll get like mentorship opportunities also. And at last, you get a tag Keploy Plan Expert. And these were the basic steps: learn, teach, and then grow. And after this, we have a giveaway. I'll send a link of Keploy API Fellowship Program in the chat so that you all can apply for it. And I hope your team, Coders Evoke, will also share you the link once we are ended with the session. You can apply it there. Now, talking about a giveaway. So, guys, can I just get a drum roll or claps in the chat so that I can start with the giveaway? Anyone? I'm just waiting for some drum rolls and chats. Like, oh, claps. All right, cool. Thank you very much. Yep, thank you, Kaushik. Cool. We have a drum roll now. So moving forwards on the giveaway part. All right, there's a lot of clapping in the chat box. That's nice thing. That's a nice thing. Cool. So moving on the giveaway, we have divided the giveaway into 3 steps. बहुत basic से 3 steps हैं. The first step. Okay, guys, you can stop clapping now. Okay, that's a lot of applause for me. And Cecil, thank you very much. Yeah, right. So our first step is to go on GitHub and give us a star Kepler repository on GitHub. I'll send the link in the chat. Tejal, if you can show them, that would be great. So I've sent the link in the chat. They will just go on the link,
Yeah,
and she'll show you how to start a repository.
so you can go on the link and you can like sign into your GitHub. And once you do that, here is the option to start. I've already started, so it's showing a yellow star, but for you, it will be a gray star. So you can just click on this and you'll be done with the first step.
Yep. So that's our first step is to start Keploy repository. Our second step is to register for Keploy API Fellowship Program. I'll send the link for that too in the chat, and here you go. Cool. Thank you, Nisarang, Khush, Vaishnavi, Sayantan. Thank you very much for joining us. Now we have our API Fellowship website. You can see it's just a three-step website. We have mentioned all the phases too. You can join a Discord for any type of doubt in the last of our website. And on the first section of website, you can see the Get Started button. When you click on it, there will be a form open, and you can just fill it out to join the Keploy API Fellowship program. The fellowship program will start in the first week of July, and you all get notified when we'll start the program. Yep, cool. So that was the second step. Now the third step, that is the last step and the major one. Take a screenshot of this session and post it on LinkedIn. Tag Keploy. We'll just tag Keploy. Tag me and Sejal if you get our IDs. And don't forget to use the hashtag Keploy and hashtag Keploy API Fellowship. I'll just paste the hashtags in the chat box so that you don't miss it. And guys, we'll decide the giveaway winner based on the post only. Write how do you feel about the post and what do you think you learned, what were your giveaways from the session itself, and just post it. Okay, so
And
take a screenshot.
yeah,
Yep,
the screenshot that you need to post is this. So you can take a screenshot here.
yep. So just take a screenshot with this slide and put it on LinkedIn. So these were the major three steps. I'll just, if you can go back, we'll show them the three steps once again.
Sure. Is everybody done with the screenshot?
Yep, and tag Code Evoke too. Yes, right. Code Evoke is a community. Tag them too. Tag us, and don't forget to use the hashtags Keploy and hashtag Keploy API Fellowship.
Okay, I hope everyone's done with the screenshot. I'll move back.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Krupesh, for putting us our LinkedIn and Twitter, and it's a great help. Okay, so moving forward, we are a small team of four DevRels. If it's just me, Ankit, Hardik, and Sejal that are collaborating and doing all the stuffs in the sessions. When you join the fellowship program, it's us four that will be helping you out across the program and teaching you about Keploy and API sessions. Moving forwards, if you have any doubt, you can join us on our Discord server. There's the barcode for that. And if you want to join us on Twitter, we also have our codes here. Also, the ID is Gully Paradox and Sizzles and 1710. And I guess that's it from our side, Sizzle. If anyone has any doubts, we are up for it.
Yeah, guys, if you want to know more about APIs and about Keploy, then you are like we welcome you to like ask your doubts and get your questions.
Has any doubts, just let us know. And if you, how long is this fellowship program? It won't be a long program, I guess. So we haven't decided the length of the program. Just join us on Discord, and within a week or so, we'll like tell you all the details about the program.
What's the
Cool.
fellowship program about? KPI, API, Keploy.
Sure, sure. So see, okay, guys, if you are cool with Hindi, I can go on Hindi too. Does Hindi work with you all? Just let me know.
Yep,
Okay.
I think it will work.
Awesome, cool. Okay, guys. So, see, अभी हमने आपको सेशन लिया about all about API. This was a 14-minute session जिसमें आपको उतना समझ नहीं आया होगा, just basics clear out हुए होंगे. If you want to know more about API testing के बारे में जानना है, and you want to open your own community in API, इसमें we'll back you. If you want to do a session, we'll sponsor your session, we'll help you out with all the goodies and part. So you can join Keploy Fellowship Program. इसमें the three phases है. The first phase is about learning. We'll provide you the lessons, we'll take your classes, and we'll help you learn API. API कैसे बनाते हैं, एपीआई टेस्टिंग कैसे करते हैं, एंड फाइनली कैसे कैप्लॉय से आप एपीआई टेस्टिंग कर पाएंगे. ये आपका फर्स्ट स्टेप हो गया. सेकंड स्टेप इज विल हेल्प यू टेक सेशंस. जैसे कि आज मैं सीजन सेशन ले रहे हैं आपको एपीआई एंड एपीआई टेस्टिंग के ऊपर. एक टाइम आएगा आपको भी सब कुछ क्लियर आउट हो जाएगा एंड आप अलग अलग कॉलेजेस में जाएंगे एंड सेशंस लेंगे ऑन 50 पीपल, लाइक क्राउड होगी बड़ी बड़ी. इनफैक्ट अगर हम और आगे चलते हैं, इफ यू आर मोर इनटू इट, आपको सेशन रहते मजा आता है, यू आर गुड विद इट, you can also go for offline internships too. Yeah, any internship opportunity possible? Yes, we do have internships in our company. If you want to go come for this part, you can join a fellowship program and इसके आगे भी opportunity है. अगर आपको डेवलपमेंट में जाना है, so मैंने आपको GitHub लिंक भेजा था, I'll share it once again. ये एक ओपन सोर्स प्लेटफॉर्म है. इफ यू पुट अप 2 to 3 PRs एंड वो एक्सेप्ट हो जाते हैं, एंड यू गेट अ चांस फॉर इंटर्नशिप इन द कंपनी इटसेल्फ. लाइक राइट, आपने डाल दिए 4 PR नेट से फॉर एग्जांपल, एंड वो PR मर्ज हो गए, एंड देन यू आर लाइक able to grab an internship opportunity बहुत easily.
So it won't be the internship directly. Like you will get an opportunity to interview with Keploy. So even
Yep,
that is
yep.
a big deal. Yeah.
Okay, we have a question. What is the basic knowledge I have to learn before apply testing, like web dev or etc? Yeah, so basic knowledge is web dev या app dev. आप कुछ भी जान लोगे, कोई issue नहीं होगा. By the way, we will help you from the scratch in API testing. But yeah, if you know web dev, that will be easy thing for us. Aki, it's all about API and you can make it very easily.
Yeah, but there are no prerequisites because हम लोग जो बताने वाले हैं APIs बनाते कैसे हैं, हम वहाँ से ही स्टार्ट करेंगे. तो आपको सब स्क्रैच से सिखाया जाएगा एंड समझ आएगा. So first you'll get to know how we make an API and then how we do API testing. फिर वो भी अलग अलग टूल्स के साथ होती है, so वो भी हम समझाएंगे एंड फिर बाद में we'll also teach you how you can integrate Keploy into your API.
Any more questions, guys? Okay, thank you. And guys, do post us on LinkedIn and tag us.
Yep, everyone. If you want to earn swag, like Keploy t-shirts, I guess. Yeah, I'm right, Nishant? Okay, so
Yeah,
just
the politicians.
start their GitHub repository, and after that, what was it? Yeah, apply for that fellowship program, and after that, just tag Keploy on Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere, just explaining like what you have
Yeah,
learned.
okay. So you can go on LinkedIn. We are counting on LinkedIn. If you want, you can go on Twitter too. And if that's possible for you, put it on both sides. LinkedIn पे भी डाल दो, Twitter पे भी डाल दो.
Yeah.
Any tips on contributing to Keploy? So see, Keploy is currently working in Golang. If you know Golang, that is a great thing. Apart from that, we also are also having our JavaScript extension like integrations coming up. So just
Script and Python also.
yeah, Python also. Just be active on the GitHub and check करते रहना कब क्या उसमें updates होते हैं. And if you find anything that जहाँ पे आप contribute कर सकते हो, just go for it.
And you can join our Discord, Slack channels, Discord channels. So you'll get to know what is happening, and उसी में you can find problems and then raise requests, PRs. तो वही जैसे
Okay.
normal open source का method होता है.
There's a question what to write in. Sorry. There's a question what to write in section course program name. So guys, course program as in अगर आप college में हो and you are doing CSE course like CSE, ECE, electrical or like mechanical anything, so आपको जो program का name है ना आपको वो लिखना है वहाँ पे. Yep. Can you do it on Twitter instead of LinkedIn? Sure, Utsav, ठीक है. You can do it on Twitter. We'll check it from there too. Just don't forget to use the hashtags and do tag us. And if there are any less doubts, we will take it. Else we can close the session. I guess that's all from our side.
Yeah, so thank you, Nishan. And guys, if you have any questions regarding Keploy and APIs or a fellowship program, then then please ask it. Otherwise, you can also ask it on their Discord too. And one more thing I want to like announce, like we are also having one more session. So on product management, I will share the link, and those who are interested in product management, they can join that.
Okay. The deadline of giveaway question है, it's 24 hours. So after 24 hours on LinkedIn and on Twitter, we will announce the giveaway winners. Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you, Nishant and Sejal, for this amazing session and for letting our audience know about the fellowship program, Keploy, and about internships and such amazing opportunities. And yeah, like we would love to organize some more events in future, and that's great. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you very
hosting.
much. Thank you for having us. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, bye, Nishant and Sejal. Yeah, guys, I have shared you the link of product management session. It is on the chat. If you are interested and if you want to know about product management, then you can join there. We are going to start from 7 p.m. Okay. Thanks you, everyone.